was like a video link, but it was like 30 seconds with nothing on it.
Interesting. Okay. Alright, so I'll go back down. So here's your setup position here. I'd say we're doing a pretty decent job. Hands slightly in front of the club there. That looks good. Your head's maybe a little bit behind your midline there. I don't need quite as much tilt with an iron. So that's probably one thing I would make an adjustment at setup. But knees look bent. Arms are falling under your chin. I like that. Okay, that looks pretty good there. So we get off path here basically right from the get-go. So if you look at this position here, so this is what we would call basically position 2 in the golf swing, or what I call like the club parallel, right, to the ground. So once that club has reached parallel to the ground, you're right about there. Okay, the head of the club is actually right here. Okay, so in relation to your arms, there, it's almost the length of the club away from your arms, if you see that behind.
Right.
Okay, so where we need to make an adjustment is this club needs to be in that position there.
Oh, okay.
Right there. Okay?
Yep.
So you're taking it away way too far inside, which is leading to inconsistencies and a whole bunch of stuff. So what's also happening is because you're coming so far, see how far behind your hands are from your body? What's happening is it's actually pulling your head, right? Because you don't, and most people don't have the range of motion in their ribs and in their chest and their shoulders to get around them like this without it pulling their head this way.
Right. Okay.
Right? So it's really hard for you to stay centered because of how inside you take the club away. Okay? So that's probably where we're going to look at too, because that's leading just to inefficiencies as you go through the swing. So a couple different things. We're going to go live here. Club here. So we'll do it with the camera there. So we can see. So I'll just get you to stand a little bit more to the left there just so we can see the camera here. So when we get to that point where we're at the club parallel to the ground here, okay, things we want to see or things we're seeing with you here is currently this.
Right, okay.
Okay, you can see where that club is in behind. Okay, so you've got a really open face and that club is stuck behind you.
Right.
Okay, so the things I want to look for, this is what I call the Justin Thomas drill. Okay, is when we get to the point where that club is parallel to the ground, I want to see a couple things. So that club face here should match what my spine angle is.
Okay.
What I mean by that is I'm not standing straight up and down, so it shouldn't look like this, and I'm not completely hunched over, so it shouldn't look like this. Okay, so just with a slight bend there. The other thing is I need to see that club head out in front of my hands, not behind my hands like this. Okay, and the other thing, it'll almost happen naturally, but when you're out here like this, I don't want to see the arm, the lead arm, into your body like this, and you have your hands kind of stuck like this. Okay? That needs to have a little bit of separation here. Okay, so there needs to be a little separation. As I said, that's going to happen naturally for most golfers, so you don't need to think about that for right now. But those are the three things I'm going to look at for that stage of the swing. Okay, what we're calling position 2. Alright, so while we're still on the video here, I'll get you to stand on the swing cat there and just do a couple of rehearsals there for me without the ball. Okay, so all you're going to do here is basically get up to the point where you're just going to club parallel here, right to my hand. Good, that looks much better. Okay, another time. Okay, so dragging it a little inside there. So do one here where which is your normal, without any adjustments. Yeah, in there, right?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so let's do another one here of a good one. So just out front of your hands. Better. Good. Slight bend. You could maybe go a little bit more with the bend. Yep, just a bit.
Good.
Not quite that much, but just a little bit. Okay, let's do that again. Up to here, okay? Yeah, your tendency is to drag it inside. I want you to feel like you're being really, really long. Almost like if I'm standing back here, you want to try and hit me with the club. not hit me with the club here. Okay, let's try that one more time. Good. All right, now let's go into a ball here. We'll do one shot there with you keeping that as a conscious thought, and then we'll move on from there. Better. Cool. Awesome. Okay, so just because we have that one shot and our video's still going, we're gonna have a look at it. Okay, so let's see where our takeaway goes to. Much better. Still not quite out front of your hands.
Yeah.
It's probably right in line now, but good improvement. Okay? Awesome.